I think we've stalled long enough, but for a good cause, what do you say we dive in?
Okay.
Go.
Let us dive in. This is All That Shimmers by Justice 4243, Chapter 1, Bad Night. That's quite a nice way to start off a chapter, just with that title.
Bad night, bad night.
Bad Night. Once again, I'm not going to do the voices just because it's too strainful.
I almost said get bit for some odd reason.
We all have one bad night from time to time. You know, when things don't work out quite the way we'd hope, or anything close to the way we hoped. Guess that's a rather vague way to put it, but I guess you can at least relate to those sorts of nights. Probably not this one. Oh boy. I mean, if you can, that'd be pretty chill, and we could probably hang out and swap stories. Maybe even start a friendship over it. I think that's how those sorts of things work. You meet someone, you find some common ground, you start chatting, and then BAM! Suddenly you're swapping notes in class, sitting at lunch, laughing, trying on dresses, working together to blast a pony turned high schooler turned demon with magic friendship energy. Hello!
Yeah.
What?
What? You're the weird one here for not doing that. Come on.
And that about sums up everything I know about friendship. As you may have noticed, I don't have a lot of experience with friendship. I do have experience with the whole pony turned high schooler turned demon thing. You know, the one that got blasted with magic friendship energy. That was me. Not pleasant. It hurts. Hurts like you wouldn't believe. Well, she does have a point there.
Oh, so we're experiencing this through Sunset Shimmer.
Yes, like I said, this whole entire story is told from Sunset Shimmer's point of view.
I don't even know what her voice is supposed to sound like when she's not being a bitch or crying.
I don't know. We'll just go through with it.
Still, it beats actually being a demon. Sure, it sounds fun from all external experiences, it's a blast. Inside, though, it's like if someone made a movie of your life and edited down to a worst of reel, and then strapped you all Clockwork Orange style to a chair with your eyes held open and stuff. Man, I love that movie. Anyhow, Bad Night. Oh, you didn't get to dance with that cute guy you wanted at the fall formal? Suck it up. I had to crawl out of a crater. A crater that I was made when I impacted the freaking ground. Couldn't get your makeup right? Cry me a river. I look like I just got hit by a bus, and then the bus backed up to make sure the job was done. My hair's a mess and my leather jacket's all torn up. Probably never gonna wear this shirt or skirt again.
Squeeze me?
You got hypnotized by a demon with the hopes that you would be marched through a magical mirror to another dimension where you'd be a zombie pony doing said demon's bidding? Alright, my bad. But still, you're probably home right now crying into your pillow or brooding over how things could have been better, and that still makes your night better than mine. For starters, you're indoors. I'm not. Guess where I am? Come on, guess.
At a school entrance, rebuilding the front door?
I'm repairing a brick entrance to a school with a mason's trowel and a couple of dimwits! Beat that!
I was right.
Yes.
Trowel.
Can you? I'm Sunset Shimmer, and I always win. You know, disregarding that whole thing about becoming a demon and being blasted with magic friendship energy, I'll have to put that under the formerly empty box labeled losses. Guess I should introduce myself.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Sunset Shimmer, and welcome to my cruddy life. Well then. That's me, blubbering by the thrashed brick entrance to the high school building, a mason's trowel in the cold, dark autumn night. Sorry, I'm usually not so disheveled. You know, perfectly kempt long, red and yellow hair, stylish leather jacket that's not shredded, magenta shirt with boss-looking red and yellow sun on it, orange skirt with a magenta and yellow stripe down it, and a pair of awesome black boots with a purple flame motif. I'm still wearing all that stuff, it just looks a bit more mangled at the moment. Anyways, I should probably stop referring to Snips and Snails as dimwits. I mean, they are, but they were also the closest thing I had to friends. Oh man.
Ugh. You're friends with those two. I feel sorry for you.
I said this back when I first reviewed Equestria Girls. Having Sips and Snails as your partners is pretty much asking for failure.
Those boys can't even do right in either world.
I just realized how incredibly sad that is. I knew I should have just stayed in the crater.
Should.
Here you go, Sunset Shimmer. I look down at the goofy-looking kid that is Snails. Gangly fellow with a cowlick, green hair, green coat over a red shirt, giant red bow tie and khakis. He's totally got another brick for me. He's easy. Give him a box of rat poison, tell the idiot it's candy, watch the moron stuff his face with him, and then be elsewhere while everyone figures the poor doll committed suicide or was just stupid enough to eat rat poison. Snips goes the same way. Excuse me?
Hey, it almost kind of worked in 9 to 5.
That much is true, yeah. Oh, sorry. I have a plan to kill everyone you meet and all that.
Sounds
I
like
didn't
the
know-
sniper.
I didn't know Team Fortress 2 existed in the human world.
We are human.
Man, humans are grim. And cool. You'd never find a pony coming up with solid advice like that. No, I don't think so. Sunset? And I believe that is the first entrance of...
I don't know.
You kind of buzzed a bit.
Just to do your normal sunny thing. That I think that is the best course of it.
Yeah, that takes time to get into. Okay. Oh, sorry, snails. I was lost in thought. Thanks.
I say, as I take the brick and try to smile earnestly. At least, I hope it looks earnest. I glance over at Snips. He has spiky orange hair and is wearing one of those dorky t-shirts made to look like a tack tux and blue jeans. Hey, I have one of those shirts. Who are you talking to?
I wish I had one like that.
Hey, snails. Sips, what am I doing? This isn't her voice.
Just wing it.
You'll get into it. I say, getting my very likely now ex-minions' attention. The two look at me with inquisitive expressions. I put on my best sad, apologetic expression and...
Hey, I'm really sorry about turning you guys into demons and, well, pretty much my entire treatment of you two since. Well, since we first met.
I say, bizarrely enough, I mean it too. The two give me a look as if I just grew an extra 6 feet and sprouted bat wings from my back. Again. It was a long shot, but a girl's gotta try, you know? Wait, are they? They're actually smiling. Oh, it's okay, Sunset Shimmer, Snail says. What? Yeah! Snip says. It was pretty cool being turned into demons. What? Pretty cool? Why didn't I get the pretty cool feelings when I turned into a demon?
Because you were evil?
Evil! Yes.
Yes.
Anyways. Well, guess I better seal the deal here, at least. My eyes start to water up and my lips start quivering.
Oh my... You guys!
You almost had it. Okay. You almost had it. That was still good. That was good.
You guys!
I cry as I lean down and wrap my arms around my trusty minions. I can't believe they're still my trusty minions.
I can't believe it too.
Oh, jeez.
They must be dumber than a sack of hammers.
I think she's crying. I'm really crying here. I think I'm actually touched. I'm just totally sobbing on these guys' shoulders. Oh God, they're hugging me back!
How the heck am I supposed to interpret that?
Oh, I can't take this! I'm so relieved! I'm blubbering on the shoulders of two of the weirdest, stupidest, least popular kids in school, and I'm happy for it! I'm so pathetic!
Truly.
I want to slash you. Oh.
Alright, I think that's enough work for tonight. I flinch as I hear Principal Celestia. Oh, fuck.
Hi.
Principal Celestia's voice ring out. I break my embrace with Snips and Sails and turn. Oh, it's not just her. It's Twilight's friends too. Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Oh, God. I know I don't ask much. Mostly because I come from a different world where we don't really have you as a concept and I can't be sure you exist. But if you do exist, and you are listening, please, kill me right now.
Gladly!
That can be arranged. The stupid crater will be a sufficient grave, and the stupid magic mirror will an adequate headstone. I pensively stand and stare out at the principal and 5 girls. In case you were wondering, Celestia's murder plan involves me luring her into her sister's dark office and bludgeoning the human equivalent of my insufferable old teacher to death with the flagpole Vice Principal Luna keeps in there. Youch!
Ouch.
I wear rubber gloves, of course. It's great, really. Rumor has it Luna has always been a bit jealous of how goody-goody Celestia is so loved by the students here, so, motive's there. You don't possibly think the human world has an equivalent to Nightmare Moon, do you?
No?
Probably not, yeah. Anyways, I have plans for the other 5, of course, but I can save sharing those for later. Speaking of Twilight's collection of eager fall formal filchers, they walk over to me. I try to collect myself as best I can. My eyes are still watery, and the whole trying to rebuild the entrance to the school thing had really helped add to the homeless girl who just went a few rounds of the bear look I have going on. Very descriptive. Fluttershy looks scared to even be near me, no surprise. Pinkie Pie has this giant goofy grin plastered on her face, also no surprise.
What's to say about that anyways? She's always looking goofy.
Because Pinkie Pie.
Fuck you.
Love you too. Anyways, Rainbow Dash and Applejack glare angrily at me. I guess that's to be expected.
I'm surprised they haven't swung punches yet.
Rarity looks me up and down like someone should call the fashion police and have me arrested.
Totally.
Alright, I know I say this, but Rarity's plan involves wrapping a designer scarf around her neck, closing it in a door. Try that again. Wrapping a designer scarf around her neck, closing it in a car door as it takes off and seeing her neck snap. Ideally, she'd already be wearing a scarf. That's creative? Question mark?
I can make it look like a bloody accident. I swear to me, Mom.
I'll get you, and it looked like a bloody accident.
Next.
Rainbow Dash approaches me. She's got this look in her eyes like she might just deck me. Not that I'm under an illusion that I wouldn't deserve it. She levels an index finger at me. Monday. Cafeteria. Be there. No arguments, she barks out at me. I nod.
Sure.
Oh, this is so exciting! Pinkie exclaims. We have a new enemy turned friend! A frenemy!
Not a good idea.
Now hold your horses there, Pinkie, Applejack said. We still need to make sure that Sunset Shimmer is really serious about turning over a new leaf, Applejack continued. Hey! I resent that remark. The horse part, that is. That wouldn't even give me a second chance if I was in their shoes. I swallow my pride. Okay, my pride is currently in critical condition at the bottom of a crater, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
I really want to try being friends with you all.
I say. It's sad how I actually mean that. Twilight Sparkle had shown me another way. A way where you make friends and then they help you show demons with magic. The magic of friendship.
I cannot tell her mood right now. I can't tell her mood at all!
The saddest part here was I don't even want the whole being able to shoot things with magic friendship beams thing. I mean, that'd be pretty chill, don't get me wrong, but I just want their acceptance now. Being turned into a demon, turned back, crawling out of a crater, the whole thing puts things into perspective. I had achieved a state where not only would no one have cared if I had died that night, they would have celebrated. Now that hurts. And that's loneliness. And I know I don't want to feel that way ever again.
We might want to tell Sunshine that we did celebrate it. We have barbecue.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
Hey,
Sorry. Anyways,
please?
I add.
I'm really sorry for what I did for what I did to all of you. I'm really sorry for what I did to all of you. I just want a chance to make it up to all of you.
Oh, geez, here come the tears again. Come on, Shimmer, hold it together.
Yeah.
What did I just say? Rainbow Dash
And
pauses.
she falls apart.
Rainbow Dash pauses and actually looks sorry for me. Looks like losing my cool and bawling like a cryberry.
Sheesh.
They're the best
Who's getting a little
berries.
dyslexic here?
They're the best berries.
Looks like losing my cool and bawling like a crybaby is paying off. Look. Rainbow Dash says as she rubs the back of her head. We'll catch you Monday, okay? I nod again.
Uh-huh.
I squeak out. I glance over towards the rest of the group. They're giving me the same sorry look. Well, even if this isn't a start to a beautiful friendship, it's a start. A sad, pathetic, rather moist start. Moist.
That makes me moist.
Woo! Aww, someone needs a hug, Pinky declares.
Move
Goes
away from
over
me.
to and before I know it, she wraps her bare arms around me and presses her glittery dress-clad body against my torn-up clothing-wrapped one. It actually feels nice. Come on, everybody! Group hug!
Oh, hell no.
The other four glanced at each other awkwardly and looked back at Pinky with expressions that asked, do we have to? Pinky just beams excitedly. The other four glance at each other again, exchange shrugs, and walk over to me and Pinky. They wrap uneasy arms around us. I never asked for this.
Nobody does.
It's okay, Sunset Shimmer, Pinky murmurs softly. We'll take care of you. Alright, no one has said anything like that to me before. I tear up again, and this quickly leads to more sobbing. The five girls around me actually tighten their grip. Well, this is a bit overwhelming. Nice, but overwhelming. I think I'm going to throw up. Bleh. Alright, girls, Celestia calls out. I think Sunset Shimmer could use a little space.
Thank you.
Thank you, Celestia. Wow, it's been a long, long time since I even thought that. Sorry. I glance back up at the girls. All their expressions have softened unsubstantially. Sorry, 1 second. I am Shadow was just talking to me.
Oh, looky.
You are
Speak of the devil.
destroying that keyboard.
And Jin Rooms says, Bad touch! Stranger danger!
Strange! Stop! You can't reference him here! I'll die!
I'll get my sword for you, Danny!
Did you guys see the new JonTron video, Titanic?
I have.
Hi, Gonzo. Hi.
I'm sorry. I can't resist it. I'll get my sword! Okay, before we die, let's continue on. I glance back up at the girls. All their expressions have softened substantially. I guess they look a far cry from the demon that damaged the school and tried to march an army of teenagers into another dimension. Don't worry, Sunset, Applejack says with an earnest smile. If you're really serious about giving friendship a try, we'll be there for you. I nod my head.
Uh-huh.
I say meekly. Sorry, intelligent responses to this whole friendship thing is taking some work at the moment. Fluttershy just gave me a small smile and a nod. Maybe when we meet, we can do something about that outfit of yours, Rarity says, motioning out to my clothes. Scarf! Tordor! Next step!
Trevor would have loved you.
I plastered on a small smile and nodded at Rarity. It's not the time to get angry with these five. I mean, I did pretty much try to kill them a few hours ago, and they still actually spoke to me. A little commentary on my, admittedly, thrashed and dirty outfit isn't quite enough to make me break from this great, sobbing, pathetic wreck of a person thing I have going on. The five wander off, smiling, laughing, and going on and on about what a great, exciting night they all had. Lucky saps. Okay, so I was jealous. You would be too if you were in my place.
Excuse me.
And all of a sudden, Celestia, Sips, Sails, and I glance over to a minivan that pulls up. Sips and Sails rides home. The two look at Celestia with fearful eyes. You won't tell our parents about this, will you? Snails asked.
We should.
Yeah, Snips chimes in. My mom would probably ground me for a year if she found out I turned into a demon and tried to help and save the school.
That's the least of your worries.
Yeah. Celestia glances at the ruined school entrance and back towards the two trembling high schoolers. I think this will be the school's little secret for now. Fair enough.
Fine.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Since the snails both breathe a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
I add.
I doubt there's even a law on the books for turning into a dim trend. Oh, too long of a sentence. Let's try that again.
Take your time.
No. I doubt there's even a law on the books for turning into a demon and trying to force minors through a dimensional portal.
It probably wasn't the best time to be snarky, but I blubbered enough for one night. It's starting to get to me. I have some sort of reputation to maintain, at least. What reputation?
Got charred by a rainbow.
Celestia just shoots me a bemused look and turns back to Sips and Snails. We'll discuss your punishment later. The two's expressions go from relieved to mildly worried as they nod. They turn and start walking towards the minivan.
Oh. Bye, Sips! Bye, Snails!
I call out. Supposedly I'm forgiven, but I'm not going to take any chances. These two are stupidly loyal to their own detriment, but I'm not eager to find out what their limits are. They both turn and wave at me. Bye, Sunset Shimmer! Yeah, catch you later! I wave and watch the two enter the minivan. Celestia turns to me. You need a ride?
Well, I thought I'd be knee-deep in the corpses of my enemies in another dimension at this point, so... yeah.
I answer. Once again, probably not the best thing to say given the circumstances, but I need to keep my spirits up. Also, I don't feel like walking home or braving public transit. Not looking and feeling like this anyways. Celestia just chuckles and shakes her head. Come on, I'll drive you home. She and I walk over to her white electric sedan. Ugh. I can't stand how much of a goody-goody she is. Just like her alicorn counterpart, always looking out for everyone and everything, and just has to be everyone's mom.
Well, the alicorn part is a ruler of an entire land. She technically has to be.
Yeah, that much is true. I get in the passenger seat, buckle up, and proceed to rest my elbow on the car door and my fist on my chin. I stare out the window. Not that looking spaced out is gonna help me here. Celestia and I both know the price of this car ride is a lecture. Well,
Where to, she asks.
where to, she asks. I rattle off an address that Celestia inputs into a built-in GPS system. The vehicle hums almost whisper quiet as she pulls out of the school parking lot and into the street. I continue to stare blankly out of the city as streetlights pass overhead. The light illuminating me, my clothes in the sorry state both are retreating into darkness, and repeating the process over and over again. Celestia gives me just enough time to dwell on my incoming speech. Probably something ridiculous like, "Now, Sunset Shimmer, there are better ways to express yourself than turning into a demon and enslaving your classmates."
Well, what does she actually say?
Sunset, I wanted to talk to you about something. Here we go.
Yes?
I reply, still looking out the window. Some of the other students came up to me during the dance. Seems there are quite a number of accusations of you bullying and manipulating others. I turn and fix Celestia with a genuine look of shock.
That's what you're going to lecture me about? Being a cruddy, manipulative high school student?
Well, I was thinking of bringing up the whole demon thing and destroying part of the school, but it all seemed a bit ridiculous to talk about in this manner, Celestia explains. Walked right into that one. Besides, Celestia continues, I got the impression you had learned your lesson there, and I'm not really in charge of making sure demons don't destroy the school or enslave the student body. I am, however, in charge of making sure my students treat each other with respect, and you are still one of my students. I pause and mull over the irony here for a second. Looks like I was still Celestia's student in one form or another, even if it wasn't sunbutts. I shake my head. That's you.
Oh, yeah. That's all over now. Twilight undid the biggest mess I caused, and I doubt any of the other students are going to put up with me after this.
I muse. Well, that's good, Celestia
Excuse me?
replies. But it doesn't necessarily mean you've learned your lesson.
Look, I'm sorry, okay?
I say in a frustrated tone. I calm myself down a bit.
It all just seems so petty now. Running around, ruining friendships, intimidating high schoolers. Freaking high schoolers! And for what? A collection of cheap metal crowns? Some plaques? And...
You're hang in there.
A little moment of glory where everyone has to smile and clap and pretend they like me instead of wishing I'd go to a different school or die or something. I could pretend. Oh, just so I could pretend that I'm better than everyone else. Well, I'm not.
I might be looking at Celestia as I say all this, but I'm really just screaming at myself in case you hadn't figured that out. Well, actually, I didn't.
I'm gonna stroke.
I turned from Celestia and stared down at my hands and clenched my skirt tightly.
I'm not.
Oh, here we go.
I'm worse than all of them. Worse than any of them. I'm just some impatient, angry little student who wasn't satisfied with what she had in her own world and came here so I could prove to everyone that
Take your time.
I'm the Sub Pony Special.
Whoops, slipped a bit there.
And when I was done with that, I was going to march back and show every pony just what a great, fantastic ruler I could be. All just because I felt my teacher snubbed me and I want to prove her wrong. Well, newsflash! I'm not any of those things. I never was going to be any of those things, because it turns out I'm just a freaking monster!
I lift my palms up to show my face and unleash the waterworks again.
That's the third time that Sunset had cried, and the third time that I believe Alex just went cuckoo bird. I don't know.
It goes ha 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 ha.
So,
I should get a friend to animate this. The strange cries of Sunset Shimmer.
Oh god. Celestia puts a comforting hand on my shoulder. As much as I dislike this perfect ruler of the school, I need all the support I can get. Besides, it's nice she feels sorry for me instead of just trying to figure out how exactly you get rid of a teenager who was literally a fire-shooting demon just hours ago. I try to put a lid on my sibling as much as possible. It's alright, Sunset Shimmer, Celestia says in that soothing, maternal voice of hers. You've got people who care about you, and you'll have a lot more if you just try. I wipe the tears from my face.
Thanks.
I say meekly. What else can I do? The possibility that I might be forgiven and accepted is all I have at the moment. Celestia stops the car and peers outside of the modest-looking apartment complex. Is this it? She asks.
Yeah. Thanks for the ride. See you Monday, I guess, but I'll probably just skip out like any normal student would do.
Extra.
I reply as I unbuckle my seatbelt and open the car door. Celestia nods. Is it just you alone here? I pause as I stare at the apartment building.
I am alone.
I reply. Cliché, but it sums my feelings up rather nicely. I close the door behind me and walk on. I guess Celestia watches me the entire time since I don't hear that quiet little car of hers pull out onto the road. Yes. I make my way up to my apartment through the dimly lit complex. It isn't much, but I don't need much. Just a place to rest and scheme my grandiose plans of winning elections and ending rowdy crowns and fake smiles. I unlock and open the door to my apartment and step inside. Home again, and jiggity jig.
Yeah.
I don't bother to turn on the light. I just use whatever meager light that comes from the complex outside. It's not much to look at anyhow. It's just a living and kitchen area that's pretty much the same room with a desk, couch, and assortment of electronics. In the back, there's a bedroom and a bathroom.
How the frick would she know she doesn't turn on the goddamn lights?
I guess well, I have no idea.
No!
Oh yeah, the walls are covered in various awards, first place ribbons, and shelves full of trophies, all with my glorious name engraved somewhere or another.
No.
I close the door behind me and drop the keys on the kitchen counter. Time for a nice, relaxing night of...
Oh, goody.
flipping the fuck out!
It's actually supposed to develop like
That's better. I stomp over to the wall of plaques and slam my arm against it, then slide it across. This sends the wood-framed items to the ground. I reach out for ribbons and tear them one by one from the wall, throwing them on the floor and grinding my heels into them. My trophies also end up in heaps as I reach over and clear entire shelves in one swift movement of my arm. I hate them, hate myself. I built a shrine into me, and now it's all just a reminder of what a failure I am. I turn to my desk where my collection of crowns is nearly displayed. I shriek, making my way over to them, then hurling them to the ground one by one.
I'd give anything to see this animated.
Yes. I catch my reflection in the large mirror on my desk and send my fist blastward. And then I stop before I make a bloody mess out of my hand. Oh, goddammit. The tantrum isn't helping me. It's just giving me more things to deal with. Plus, if I don't stop screaming and throwing things around, someone is bound to investigate, and I've had enough contact for one evening. Tears streaming down my face, I break eye contact with my reflection and step over crowns and plaques on the way to the bathroom. I'm sure a nice warm shower will make me feel better. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert, it didn't. Yeah, I'm pretty much just huddling in a ball on the corner, hugging my knees to my chest, and bawling the entire time the water pours over me. At least no one's here to see me this time around. Well, I think I'm just about cried out at this point. Time for bed. I dry off and change into my pajamas. A long sleeved magenta top with the same boss-looking sun on it, and long orange pajama bottoms with a yellow and magenta stripe down the right leg. I mean, why mess with perfection, right?
You're still a little egotistical.
Yeah. I lift the orange covers and slide in between the sheets. One nice thing about all this is I'm completely exhausted and should have no trouble falling asleep. It's also nice that the night is finally over. I close my eyes and quickly fall asleep. A nice, calm, relaxing... hell.
Fuck.
I smell brimstone and my eyes shoot open as I realize I'm no longer in bed. I'm resting on what seems to be a barren wasteland of desolate, hot rocks and fiery pits as far as the eye can see. I'm also back in my normal clothes. Small comfort, they're no longer shredded.
Yay!
That is the least of your worries, Sunset. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised to be here, except for the part where I don't remember dying. I fearfully look out into the vast expanse of unforgiving-looking landscape.
That's not my voice.
I say go shimmer cakes to that one.
Oh! Well, that was pathetic.
A voice echoes out. Wait, I know that voice. It's me, but I turn, and there I am. All 12 feet of me. Leathery bat wings, green eyes set in a dark void, pointy ears, hair that shoots straight up like a column of flame with a tail to match.
Yeah, you!
I stammer out. My demon self looks down and grins maliciously at me, bends down and picks me up with her claws. The claws cut through my jacket, my clothes, and into my flesh as I stare wide-eyed into the face of evil. My face.
Hello, Sunset Shimmer.
The demon coos.
Welcome home.
This bad night competition you and I are having? Well, I'm winning. I'm winning so hard, it hurts.
Okay.
Yes. If you couldn't tell, this story is about Sunset dealing with the consequences of the events of Equestria Girls and also with her demon self, which is still very much alive.
Uh-huh.
Good. You know, it's real good that they gave me all sorts of voice destroying screams before I have to do a somber tone voice. Good. Good.
Oh, moving on. Chapter 2. Busy Saturday. Well, this is less than ideal. Though admittedly, the criteria for ideal has changed a few times tonight. First, it was marching into my old dimension and establishing just what a great and fantastic ruler I could be. Then, it was more making myself that ruler, regardless of how great or fantastic I was at it. Spoiler alert, I wasn't going to be either of those things.
Clearly.
Next, it was simply getting through the night while establishing at least one person cared about me. Hit a bit of a low point there. At no point, however, was being held aloft in the sharp claws of my demon self ever a plus in any of those situations. Hello, my name is Sunset Shimmer, and welcome to my cruddy life. Probably going to be a pretty short story by the looks of things. I don't think my demon self wants to shoot the breeze or play a relaxing game of chess with me. The fact that I'm now bleeding where her claws have cut into me is also a pretty indication there. Also, there's a chance I'm already dead. There's not a ton of places that match the description of barren, fiery wasteland that the living visit.
Why
Kinda.
me?
The demon says.
I'm hurt. Not as much as you are, mind you. I thought you'd be happy to see me.
Turns out demon me is every bit as snarky as me. I'm beginning to see why I don't have many friends.
Where am I?
I stammer out. Okay, I may be a bit more terrified than I'm letting on.
Silly Sunset Shimmer.
The demon coos.
I already told you. You're home.
I take another quick glance at my surroundings.
But this isn't Equestria. You don't say.
The demon replies as it smirks and raises its eyebrows. Okay, that was a pretty dumb thing to say, admittedly.
Sunset.
The demon tut-tuts.
What has Equestria ever felt like your... Wait, when? When has Equestria ever felt like your home?
She has a point. Well, 8. Digging into my flesh. But disregarding those, I never quite felt at ease back in Ponyland. Excuse me? Though, I just thought that was because it was pretty dang hard to find anyone I could consider my equal. Still, this place isn't exactly filling me with all the warm and fuzzies. The demon knits her brow at me.
Look, I can see this is a little hard for you to take in, so I'll make it simple.
She flashes me a wicked smile full of dagger-sized teeth.
Embrace me, and we can take over this pathetic planet, and in another 30 moons, we can march on Equestria and make it our own. I've had enough hugs for one night, then.
I force out through clenched teeth. Yes! Still got it! The demon frowns at me.
I'm not talking about that ridiculous friendship garbage you think is going on to make you happy. I'm talking power here. Unlimited power.
She says, smiling wide once more. Maybe it's the pain or the likely unintentional reference, but I wince.
Thanks, Emperor Palps. But I tried the whole demon thing, and it didn't work out so well. I'm going to have to pass.
This is probably going to end in a painful death, but I don't really like myself at the moment very much, so... The demon pulls her side of the lip... Try that again. The demon pulls her side of her lip up into a grimace.
A pity. And I thought I could do us a favor and avoid having to break you down.
I utter a painful guttural sound as the demon tightens her grip. Her razor-sharp claws cut to the bone, and the point of her claws start to stab through my abdomen.
Well, there's no scream there, of all places.
Yeah. Well, at least I died doing what I love, stalking people I don't like. And as much as I hate myself, boy, do I hate demon me. The claws continue to tighten as blood soaks my clothes, and then one manages to find a grab at my ribs. I'm guessing it also finds my heart, because I black out in a hurry. I give a startled yelp as my eyes shoot open wide and I raise a palm to my head. My breathing starts out heavy and heavy heaving like the engine of a train, my heart scratching against my chest with hard and painful thuds. Gradually, as both my breathing and heart rate slow back down to normal, my mind snaps back to reality, where I'm alive, in one piece, and wearing the same PJs I went to bed with the bonus that they're now soaked in a cold sweat. Though, it's nice to be alive. I'm pretty surprised how relieving that feels. Sunlight is pouring in through the windows, illuminating my bed, the light tan walls of the apartment, and me. I quickly roll up my sleeves and follow this up by lifting up my top a bit to examine my stomach. Excuse me. I don't seem to have any deep lacerations or puncture wounds that would indicate I just had a few major arteries and vital organs sliced up. Was it really just a nightmare? But why did it feel so vivid? Why do I remember it so clearly? I really can't just dismiss this. I'll have to go back over my notes, probably dig deeper. You have notes on this? Yeah. I throw the covers off me and frown. It seems I'll need to do laundry if I don't want to spend tonight in my sweat-soaked sheets. Lovely. Ugh. And I've been avoiding laundry day for so long on account of me thinking I wouldn't need clothes for much longer. Yeah. Good God. Oh boy. First things first. I have out of bed and walk barefoot out of the bedroom.
Ouch! Son of a...
And put my foot directly onto last year's fall formal crown. Ah, fuck, that's gotta hurt.
Last night came back to fucking bite her in the ass.
Or in the foot, in this case. I glower at it and the minute I caused. I knew that tantrum would just mean more work for me. I move my foot over and push the massive crowns away from my desk and into the heaping pile of crushed first-place ribbons, chipped plaques, and bent trophies. I then pull out the office chair in front of my wooden desk and start opening drawers. I also lean over and grab a couple books on a nearby bookshelf. Soon, my desk is full of scribbled notes I pour over as I scan the books, seeing if there was anything I miss. Both books and notes have been in this world a very short period of time. The books I, checked out of the Canterlot Library. Yeah. I didn't really have long to sort of the whole element of harmony thing when I came back to Equestria. I thought the crown would transform me into an alicorn, or whatever the human equivalent was. I didn't think I'd go all Satan's Rule 63 counterpart on...
Oh, she knows the rules of the internet. Oh, bravo.
Yeah. All I could really confirm is that this element of magic would unlock some hidden power within me. I was hoping for something a bit less... murdery. As if... Anyhow, my research here isn't giving me anything else to work with, and I can't just pop back into Equestria to grab more books.
You really could. Oh, wait, no, you can't.
Yeah. Guess it's the internet next. Something I can do while I get my clothes and sheets in order. But before all that, breakfast. And I might as well get a workout in. I'm a bit curious to see what the news has to say about the wrecked entrance to the school and the giant crater anyhow. I managed to scrape through enough... Try that again. I managed to scrape enough milk and cereal together for a small breakfast. There's not a lot to eat in this apartment once again. Didn't think that'd be an issue for much longer. Dishes are also piling up. Sensing a pattern?
You think you were gonna leave this place? Pfft, you're gonna be stuck here for a while.
Yeah. I put on a sports bra, a magenta tank top, an orange pair of shorts, and some tennis shoes and hit the workout room. Keeping pretty is a tad more involved in this world than Equestria. One doesn't tend to spend as much time walking, for one. I've made it a habit to hit the treadmill while watching a little news. Huh. Go figure.
Shit.
The workout room consists of a few treadmills, a few more cardio workout machines, a couple of weight machines, some free weights, and a few flat-screen TVs on the walls. It's not much to look at other than that, the decor being a little more than white walls and a full-length mirror. I step onto a treadmill, turn it on, and start jogging in place. I grab a TV remote that's sitting on the machine and turn on the TV in front of me. And investigators are still piecing together what happened at Canterlot High School, Peter, but experts are tentatively saying natural gas explosion. Come on! Natural gas explosion and a meteorite. Dang it!
Damn it! meteorite. Damn it! It covered it up.
Wonder if that'll stick or if it'll come up with something different. I doubt any experts will suggest rampaging demon, unless one of them happens to be a priest. Anyhow, most of the rest is just a few scattered interviews. Vice Principal Luna... Excuse me.
Yeah.
Vice Principal Luna makes up some boring story about hearing an explosion, wisely stating that it happened after the dance. She's usually at the school pretty late. She's a good choice for a cover-up. Her murder plan is basically the same as her sister's. Not very inventive of me, but I always figured I could just start a nasty rumor regarding any number of students that routinely get to visit the dungeon to be interrogated by the VP before the deed.
Like there's a dungeon in a school. I tried.
Yeah. Anyhow, after a bit of a run and a bit of TV watching, I head back to my apartment. Dishes or laundry? Ah, the wonderful choices one gets to make when they're not a super powerful demigod princess. Even being a demon is starting to seem like a better option at this point. I opt to get the dishes out of the way, then move on to making a few trips to the laundry room. And then it hits me. I have absolutely nothing clean to go outside in. Evil and malicious demon queen of Equestria is starting to have a much nicer ring to it. Let's see. My choices are my sweaty gym clothes, my sweaty PJs, my torn-up clothes from last night, or the clothes I was wearing the day before that, excluding all the other sets that have been marinating in dirty clothes darkness for several days, of course. Jesus.
Yikes, for a freaking villain, you never have much of a hygiene, don't you?
Barely not. I wonder if traveling through dimensions has magic clothing cleaning powers. I open my hamper and fish out the top set of clothes and give them a quick sniff. No, traveling through dimensions does not magically clean whatever I'm wearing at the time. Well, going to the laundry room, gross and sweaty, is probably a great way to stop guys from trying to chat with me. Ugh, my appearance is one of the few things I still have going for me. Guess it's a shower and clothes from 2 days ago for me. At least the smell of already dirty clothes that have been sitting on top of my hamper might keep the men at bay.
Yeah.
I spend the next few hours surfing the internet on my laptop in between doing loads of laundry. The internet proves not to be a ton of help, sadly. There's no shortages of female demons to learn about, and quite a few that have to do with sleeping and even harming people in their sleep. However, their methods line up with the symptoms of sleep apnea or sleep paralysis. Not so much slicing people up in their nightmares. Also, I'm fairly certain Deadly Cougar isn't actually real.
Huh?
You heard that right, Deadly Cougar.
I don't get it.
Possibly referencing Harshwinny? I don't know.
Deddy? I don't know.
I'm fair... I sigh. If only I could get back into Equestria to check a few books there. There's no telling if the world has anything like that, what I turned into last night. But anything like that? Were we forgetting about T-Rex?
Yeah.
But hopefully I can at least come up with something to combat it if I get the books to go over. I make a note of a few books that might provide a bit more detail. Looks like it's a trip to the mall for me. I need a new jacket. Anyhow. I'm not opposed to getting the books digitally if it means I can get started immediately, but I'm still used to long nights studying spells surrounded by open books for cross-referencing, and good tablets are expensive. I only have the one in my laptop. You may be wondering how I can afford all this. Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am. Oh, Alex will be RB. Let's give her a moment.
Okay.
Yes, I am rather curious how she managed to procure all that money.
Let's see.
May as well just excuse me. May as well carry on just for a wee bit as we wait for her. I came here initially with little more than the saddlebags on my back and a pile of bits with a few gems here and there. Turns out those bits and gems were worth a hefty sum in this world. Not enough to live it up, but enough to get some necessities, some nice-to-haves, with plenty left over to get by on rent and food for many, many moons. I guess it kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
In turn, this world has a few items that are rare and rather expensive in Equestria, while being pretty easy to come by here. My last trip was at least fairly lucrative, if nothing else. I should be able to cruise by unemployed for another 30 moons until the portals open again. Assuming this demon inside me isn't real, or I'm able to control it, and it doesn't kill me before then. Let's go look for those books, shall we? I change into a fresh set of clothes and grab my tablet, throwing it into my handbag. It's going to be a long, cold trip to the mall on public transit. Looks like a new jacket is step number 1. I continue to do a great job of avoiding social contact with anyone until I hit the boutique in the mall. I walk in and immediately dive out back into the mall walkway. Rarity. She just had to be at the mall today. Okay, well, it's Saturday, so that makes sense, but I don't think I'm mentally prepared to deal with a reunion. Oh, please. Whatever. I glance inside again, keeping myself out of sight from this purple-haired woman. She's chatting fashion with a woman behind the counter. There's a perfect jacket replacement on display, too. Man, it is so frickin' cold outside, but I really want to avoid having to talk to anyone. I guess it's the bookstore, then. I once again make my way down the mall walkway until... I just love malls! Don't you love malls? Pinkie Pie and Pinkie Pie and Applejack. Today is the day that just keeps on giving.
Fuck.
Pinkie Pie's old death plan involves a firework mishap, Applejack's an incident with some farm equipment. Oh, I guess as for you, then.
That's kind of close.
Oh, is it now?
It's just great. Son's just almost conniving and almost as evil as Dexter.
It's surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, there's just so many stores to visit and things to look at. Ooh, we should hit the food court later, Pinkie says. Sure, Pinkie, Applejack replies in a somewhat bored tone. Oh, there you go.
She's not the only one who doesn't want to deal with her.
They're coming out of a toy store directly... They're coming out of a store directly in front of me. I put on a panicked expression and dive into the nearest store. Which just so happens to be a toy store. Well, I hope no one from school sees me. Well, at least those two aren't likely to come in. Ooh, toy store! Let's go in there next! Oh, come on!
You cannot win worth a crap.
Oh, she can't. Pinkie continues her endless prattling. Did you know, contrary to popular belief, that a food court isn't where food goes to stand trial for food crimes?
Pinkie, you're just about so retarded, I'm about to lose my brain. I'm already losing IQ points just hearing you.
I'm pretty sure you only thought that, Pinkie, Applejack replies. I make a break for the action figure aisle. Pinkie's just about perfected the art of being super girly. There's no way... Woo! I wonder if they have the new Mega Rangers figures in.
I think God hates Sunset Shimmer now.
Pretty much. I stare at the collection of box figures in front of me that all read Mega Rangers and smack a palm against my face. Seriously, is it too late to return all the gifts today? Is it too late to return all the gifts today is giving me for a refund? I suppose not. Duh!
You skipped a few.
Oh, excuse me. I'm still not sure what you like about them tight-wearing weirdos. I dive out of the aisle and attempt to sneak around the back of another, making my way for the exit. Duh! Pinkie replies. Giant robots are awesome! I can practically hear Applejack roll her eyes as she says, If you say so. Point of order, Hayseed. Giant robots are, in fact, awesome. At least unless they're directed by Michael Bay.
True.
Burn! Anyhow, I pull a solid snake and make my way out of the store, then put some much-needed distance in between me and the toy store. Excuse me, I have got to go take care of the door. Excuse me 1 second.
Okay. So, how are you guys, aside of you people going, Snake, Snake, Snake? Did I hear something? Invert's MIA at the moment. He'll be back in a minute.
Okay. Sorry about that.
We have recently come to a point to where Sunset decided to go to a mall and had to avoid Rarity, and soon she avoided Applejack and Pinkie Pie. And Pinkie Pie is still cringeworthy to me.
I love malls. I just love malls. Don't you love malls? Just sure, Pinky.
Sorry, did I miss anything?
She just came back.
Yeah. Oh, Lois, I just had to go get the door because my sister forgot her keys.
Oh, fine.
Anyways, so where was I? Sunset trying to avoid Pinkie Pie and Applejack. God hates Sunset. Anyways. Come on, bookstore, bookstore, bookstore. I make it into the bookstore without running into anyone else. Yes! I make my way to the Religion New Age section. Sadly, mall bookstores aren't exactly known for their big sections on demonology. Shame, really. If my internet research is anything to go by, they're missing out. Hi, Sunset Shimmer. Why? Well,
Oh.
I turn to look at Fluttershy. She's noticeably less terrified than last night, though still visibly pensive to be in my presence. I wish I had a bear or a tiger or, more sensibly, a large angry dog to stick on her and make a clean break here, which, coincidentally, is also her murder plan.
Oh man, you're making Dexter look like a saint, Sunset. Stop it.
I gave her a quick glare and whisper,
I was never here. What does that sentence mean?
I do not want to be caught by anyone looking up books on magic. Someone might get the wrong idea after last night.
Oh, she means like I was never here.
Yes. I turn and, hey, best friend of me!
Son of a...
Oh, hi, Pinkie Pie. Hi, Applejack. Fluttershy says. Trapped,
Like a rat.
Hey, girls.
I say. Don't make note of the section I'm in. Don't make note of the section I'm in. Applejack makes note of the section I'm in. Doing some magic research? Dang it!
No, I just came for
I grab a random book from the New Age section.
this!
Oh, please don't make me incriminating. Please don't be incriminating. I hold the book in front of me and stare at the title.
The power of now. A guide to spiritual enlightenment.
Applejack gives me a quizzical look. I didn't know you were into spiritualism, Sunset Shimmer.
Sure.
I reply, trying to smile convincingly.
Just, trying to get in touch with the inner me. The good inner me, that is.
Smooth, Sunset. Real smooth.
I know.
Pinkie gasps loudly, and her already wide smile grows wider. I love spiritualism, she cries.
Oh?
Oh, yes! I'm even getting into fortune-telling.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
Oh, referencing It's About... That episode, what was it? It's About Time, was it?
Yeah, oh my God.
I was thinking about Pinky Sense.
Oh, that too.
Well, that's how she was, Madam Pinky. But yeah, fascinating.
Yes. Oh yeah, it was It's About Time, I was right. Anyways, I take a quick look at the bookshelf. None of the books I'm after appear to be here anyways. Sadly, I might be stuck with a book in my hands. Applejack shakes her head. I don't see why you're into this stuff. Bunch of mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. Pinky puts a pout on her face. It's my turn to cock an eye at Applejack.
Seriously? You had horse ears and a tail less than 24 hours ago and blasted a demon with the power of friendship. Okay, I'm sorry. And you have trouble imagining magic is real?
Oh, she does have a point there.
Christ, Applejack, calm the damn.
Applejack just glares at me. Pinky and Fluttershy start giggling. Well, that doesn't mean this spiritual enlightenment or whatever is a thing, now does it? Applejack shoots back at me. I smile.
You're right, Applejack.
I say as I put the book back.
It was probably a pretty silly book anyway.
Applejack actually looks a little surprised that I put the book back so readily. AJ, Pinky says in a chastising voice, you shouldn't just put down people's beliefs like that. Wait, am I not the bad guy here? This might be my chance to get in good with everyone. Sorry, Sunset Shimmer. I didn't mean nothing. I'm sure it's a really interesting book. I'm not.
No, it's fine. No, why? Oh, now I'm just stuttering. Not exactly what I was looking for anyway.
I say, holding my palms out.
I'll just pick something else out.
I scan the bookshelf again. Wow. There's pretty much nothing here that's not feel-good, self-actualization, or something that wouldn't label me as an entry-level dark magician. Not really interested in the former, and I don't want the others to think I'm the latter. Not after last night, anyways. I turn back to the trio of girls with a smile.
You know what? I'm not really seeing anything else here. I mean, anything else. Maybe I'll just leave for now.
Fluttershy just looks at me blankly. Applejack looks a little nervous, oddly enough. Pinky looks crestfallen. See what you did, AJ? Now she's all nervous because you think she's weird. I didn't say I thought she was weird, Applejack insists. I smile.
Something screamed.
Just my friends and my sister and her friends disregard it.
Fair enough.
Anyways.
Oh, right, well, I mean... I'm sorry.
Take your time.
No. Hey, you have other people in your household, as do I. People are walking by and I'm about to say...
Why am I the only one with enough sense to not have tenants or people living with me? Well, then again, it would have bumped my rent if I did have a person staying with me.
Well...
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyways.
Well, I'm a unicorn from another dimension.
I remind them.
And that's pretty weird.
The three pause and look at me as if I just grew a horn out of my head to cast spells. Maybe that wasn't the best thing to...
Oh, come on, you gotta like...
All three burst into laughter. Jackpot! You got me there, partner, Applejack says. See? She's not so bad, Pinky exclaims. Fluttershy just smiles and nods. Pinkie Pie suddenly excitedly reaches out for my hands. I think someone could use a tarot reading, she sings out.
Fuck.
Applejack opens her mouth to say something, but then seems to think better of it. Tarot reading? I ask. Oh, that's... Excuse me! That was Sunset.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out of my studio booth. Tarot reading?
I ask. Pinky gasps. You mean you've never heard of it? I shake my head. Pinky beams at me. Well, let Madam Pinkie Pie tell you the very first and take you on your maiden voyage of card-based fortune-telling. Yay! Oh, you might like this one, Gonzo. Fortune-telling again? I could probably do with some insight into my future, but I'm not sure if ADHD incarnate here is going to actually give me something accurate.
Well, at least we found out something that actually describes Pinkie Pie.
Pretty much, I guess.
Sorry, but I have to.
Pinky once again looks crestfallen and opens her sky blue eyes wide, giving me a puppy dog look that even makes me a little jealous. Anyway, I have to what, exactly? Look through this useless bookstore? Not buy a jacket because I don't need any more awkward conversations? Go shopping for microwave dinners because I suck at cooking? I guess I can go home and begin my research, but I think I'd be passing up an opportunity to getting good on this friendship deal. I smile and change my tone.
You know what? I think I'd love a chair reading.
Pinky's lips pull open wide, and I think I hear them make an actual squeeze sound. Ugh!
What?
Hooray! She cries as she quickly heads toward the exit, holding one of my hands tightly. Applejack and Fluttershy just shrug and follow us. Looks like I'm being kidnapped by the Friendship Express. Oh well, hopefully something good will come out of today. Woo! Poor sunset.
How about we stop right here?
Yeah!
It's a pretty decent length.
Yeah, I may as well call it here. May as well do this one in increments of two.
Ah!
But goddamn it, that was fun.